This is the Bay of Naples. Peaceful, beautiful. But in 79 AD, this coastline became hell on earth. A volcano erupted so violently that it erased entire cities in a single day. You've heard of Pompeii, but buried in this disaster is another story. The story of a man who literally sailed into a volcano. His name was Pliny the Elder. He wasn't just a Roman commander. He was one of Rome's most significant collectors of knowledge. And his death? It's one of the most dramatic conclusions to a life of curiosity ever recorded. Pliny was born near Lake Como in 23 AD. His family belonged to Rome's equestrian class, a wealthy, educated elite just below the senators. Pliny was educated at home by family tutors who taught him the basics of grammar and rhetoric, thereby training his memory and curiosity. But Pliny wasn't a normal child. He had an obsession with knowledge. Plants, animals, minerals, medicine, geography. If something could be observed, categorized, or explained, he wanted it written down. At age 12, Pliny's father took him to Rome to be educated in lawmaking. He received a complete education: law, rhetoric, philosophy, all the tools of Roman public life. In 46 AD, at age 23, he entered the army as a junior officer and served on the Rhine frontier, modern-day Germany, where he took part in the Roman conquest of the Germanic tribes. He was promoted to military tribune and, soon after, commander of a wing, responsible for a cavalry battalion of about 480 men. Pliny was a soldier, but he was also a writer. During this time, he produced detailed studies of rivers, cavalry tactics, and the cultures Rome encountered. After nearly a decade in the military, Pliny returned to Rome and opened a law practice under Nero's rule. He tried not to attract Nero's attention. Nero was a dangerous acquaintance, and saying the wrong thing could get you killed. He watched as Nero launched brutal persecutions, torched entire neighborhoods, and destroyed anyone he saw as a threat. Pliny kept his distance, but he never stopped watching, never stopped quietly recording it all. But when Nero died and Emperor Vespasian came to power in 69 AD, the atmosphere shifted. The reign of fear was over. And for Pliny, that meant he could finally return to what truly mattered to him, writing about the world itself. Vespasian appointed Pliny to several key government positions throughout the Roman Empire. Pliny served first in Gallia Narbonensis, modern southeastern France, as a financial administrator. From there, he was transferred to Hispania Tarraconensis, now Spain, where he oversaw the flow of gold, silver, and other minerals into the imperial treasury. His final post was Procurator of Africa Province, where he navigated political demands and encountered the rich natural world of North Africa, material that fueled his Naturalis Historia, a 37-volume encyclopedia of Roman knowledge in science, nature, and art. It wasn't just a book. It was the most ambitious attempt at universal knowledge the ancient world had ever seen. By 79 AD, Pliny had settled in the great Roman naval port of Misenum, commanding the Roman fleet as prefect. Then came that fateful day, August 24th, when Vesuvius erupted. The sky went black, ash rained down. Entire towns were swallowed. Most people fled, but not Pliny. He received a plea for help from a friend trapped across the bay and ordered his fleet into action. He boarded a galley, steering toward danger. As his ship approached the shores near Herculaneum, the fallout began, cinders and pumice stones pelting the deck. His helmsman urged retreat. Pliny refused. "Fortune favors the bold," he said. He pressed on, determined to reach his friend, to save lives, and to witness nature's terror firsthand. They headed south along the coast to the city of Stabii, where they found his friend, Senator Pomponianus, sheltering from the eruption. Pliny tried to calm everyone. They waited, hoping conditions might change. But as the tremors grew stronger and the roofs groaned under the weight of ash, they realized staying was more dangerous than leaving. Later that day, they decided to evacuate. But the same winds that carried their ships there turned and now trapped them. There was no way back. Then the air became thick, toxic, and searingly hot. There was no visibility, and breathing became nearly impossible. Pliny, who suffered from a chronic breathing condition, collapsed. He couldn't continue. The others were forced to leave him behind. 3 days later, when the eruption finally subsided, they returned. Pliny's body was found where he had fallen. No signs of trauma, no burns. Just a man overcome by a volcano. Pliny the Elder died as he lived. Curious, courageous, and unwilling to stand by when others were in danger. His final journey was not just a pursuit of science, but a solemn act of duty and moral courage. Stay in touch for more stories about the ancient world's most incredible figures. Thanks for watching.